Hello everyone, so today we're going to be doing a tutorial for all of us chocoholics. It's going to be a chocolate raspberry inspired look. We're going to use soft brown tones and lots of layering for a still really easy, no fuss brown smoky eye. And I'm so excited to be using my new palette for this that I just bought from Sephora. This is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate palette. It smells like real chocolate, and the overall look that you can get with it if you focus on the browns is exactly like a molten dark hot chocolate. So I'm going to show you all of the steps you need to know to create that, and then we're going to finish it off with a really pretty raspberry lip that will last you all night for Valentine's Day. So I hope you like this tutorial. I'm really excited to share it with you, so let's get right into it. So first things first, you're going to start with your Neutrogena face moisturizer. If you live in Hawaii, I don't recommend using this because it will make your skin a little bit more sensitive to the sun, but for the winter months for me, it keeps my skin looking so fresh and really keeps that dry skin at bay. So I'm just going to apply a very thin layer of that. Okay, so next step, and if you saw my haul, then you know all about all of the products that I'm going to use today. This is my new concealer from Makeup Forever. It's the Ultra HD, and this is the tone correcting one. It's kind of a nice, still natural looking salmon-y color that really helps to cancel out any of those blue or purple or just generally dark under eye tones. And because I have a lot of redness under my nose and a little bit on my chin, especially during the winter, I add a little bit there as well. Then it's on to the actual concealer from this line, so the Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer. And I'll list all the colors that I use in product details and links down below as always. And again, I just put it where I put the color correcting concealer. So for me now, this has become an oldie but a goodie. It's the Clinique Acne Solutions BB Cream. This stuff is amazing. I don't care if you have acne or you don't have acne. It does not matter. It is just a beautiful, natural finish, medium coverage foundation that lasts amazingly. And just like the concealer, it doesn't do anything weird. It doesn't split from your skin. It doesn't make it look dry or cakey. It is probably the most natural looking foundation I have ever tried, and I tend to just kind of almost put a little bit of a lighter layer over it where the concealer went. I do always bring it down onto my neck because that is just the worst, especially if you're taking photos, if your neck looks like a different color than your face. Good old Chanel Translucent. I love this powder because it's very, very light, and I'm loving the coverage that I get just from using the concealer. The next product I'm going to apply is my Too Faced blush, and this is so gorgeous. It's the perfect flush blush, and this is the peach one, and I adore this blush. If you want to go all out, you can definitely go ahead and apply some highlighter on top of it, but it's so glowy and just so foolproof that I don't feel like you really need to. Now I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and ordinarily I would always go ahead and do this first and then the blush, but I find that if you're really going for a natural look and nothing that's too bronzy, especially for the winter months, then doing it after your blush can kind of help to minimize the amount of blending you have to do because you already have that powder there. So I just kind of very lightly contour, and mainly for me, the aim of this is to make sure that my skin has a nice glow to it rather than any visible contouring. So my first step always with eyes is to use my NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base because this will help to keep your eyeshadow on all night or all day, and it's just amazing. Alright, so now for the fun part. I cannot tell you how good this smells. It smells like real chocolate, like a sweet hot chocolate. It's amazing. I love the packaging, and I love even more the gorgeous colors inside. I'm so impressed with this palette. I've been loving using it. So I'll just quickly show you which shadows we're mainly going to be using. I use both of the highlighter shades. Then we're going to use this really gorgeous golden brown, the peanut kind of mid blending shade, and then we're going to use the dark brown to emphasize the outer eye corner, and then we're going to use a little bit of this shimmery brown in the outer eye or outer third of the eye as well. First of all, I'm going to use my Chanel little paddle brush, probably my favorite eyeshadow brush ever, and I am going to go in with Butter Pecan and Coconut Cream because those are the lightest shades in the palette, and I'm going to focus that right under the eyebrow to really highlight that, the inner eye corner. Then I'm going to go in with a little tiny flat stippling brush, and this is a MAC one. It's very dirty. I apologize. I did not have a chance to wash it before this video. And I'm going to go in with the mid brown, which is called Frosting. It's a lovely golden brown. And this is where you really are going to get that impact from the brown. So one of the techniques for this, instead of using like a mid-tone first on the eyelid, we're going to go straight in with the darker colors so that they have a chance to stick to our base. So on the entire first 2/3 of your eyelid, you're gonna really pack that color on. So everything looks a little messy now, especially around the crease, but we're not gonna worry about that because we're gonna go in with a really fluffy blending brush, which is my Sonia Kashuk, one of my favorites. And first of all, I'm gonna use it clean to just start blending, which will really make the whole job a lot easier and faster. I'm going to go in with Peanut Butter, which is just a warm, mid-tone, perfect blending shade. I'm gonna do that on the other side. You can bring it up as high as you want. You can see with this look, I'm going a little bit higher than usual. Now I'm going to go back with my little MAC stippling brush, and I'm going to go into the color Cocoa Chili, which is a dark brown that is basically matte, but then it has a little bit of golden shimmer in it, but it otherwise has all of the properties of a dark brown. This look is really all about minimal effort layering of different brown tones to get a really three-dimensional look. First, I'm going to go in with Bonbon, which is a pinky brown that is quite a lot lighter than all of the other colors we've used. It's kind of like a caramel, and I'm just going to put that on the inner third of the eye. And this is just to bring back our highlights so that the whole thing doesn't close up the eye too much. And I'm going to go in with a little pointy pencil brush, and I'm going to go in with the darkest brown in the palette. It's almost like a blackened brown, and it's called Hot Fudge. And we're just going to define the outer V and blend, and then we will be done. Kind of clean up any eyeshadow that has gone too far down because it can end up making you look really tired. We're going to do our eyebrows and eyeliner. I'm using a really low effort way of doing my brows recently. This is the brow pen from Anastasia. Best brow products ever. I have been using the brow pot from her for a really long time, but this is amazing because it looks like there is no product in your brows at all. It's the most natural looking brow product that I've probably ever used. And to set my work and keep my brows in place all day, I just brushed through a little bit of the Anastasia brow gel. Okay, we're gonna curl our lashes quickly. Something I've been kind of switching up lately is instead of using my usual black liquid liner, I've been using the Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner in dark brown. So this still really packs a punch, but it's a little bit softer than black. Love my black liner, but when I do a brown shadow look, I think this is kind of neat and different and kind of outside of the box for me at least. I'm going to go in with some mascara. This is my good old CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. This is the black color. I love this mascara. It's amazing. I am going to use my new YSL Tint-in-oil, and this is the darkest color they have. It's the cherry color. It's amazing, you guys. It's so moisturizing. It really kind of tints your lips, but it looks so glossy. It is one of those totally effortless products, and the reason that I'm doing this instead of a vampy lip is I feel like for Valentine's Day dinner, you're going to go out, you're going to eat, you're going to kiss your loved one, and you don't want a red lipstick that's just going to make you have that clown mouth and have to worry about reapplying it throughout the night. I just feel like you want something that is still going to really pack some punch and look gorgeous, but be a little bit less high maintenance. And I am so impressed with this. I don't know, in itself it doesn't look like it has any pigment. As soon as it gets onto your lips, it really turns a gorgeous rosy fuchsia color. And then finally what you want to do is just kind of underline your eyes. We're not doing the waterline here because we don't want to close up our eyes. We're just dotting in between the lashes until we have a kind of really smoldery, sexy look. And a really important step here is to make sure that you really smudge that liner out with whatever is left on your brush. So you're not putting too much eyeshadow there, but you're also setting it, and make sure you're softening it as well so that you don't create a really harsh look. That is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I am now Valentine's Day ready, and so are you, because you have a haul, which I will link down below, featuring all of these products and my first impressions, and then a tutorial for how to use them. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that you can see my next installment on style. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!